Thank you, and good morning, everybody. Uh, I'm going to read a poem that I penned last night. Ordinarily, when I pen a poem or write a song, I usually don't perform it or read it right away because it usually takes time for a work to be digested and assimilated and revised and tweaked. But I'll read this to you anyway, fresh off the pen and the paper. It's called At the Root. At the root of democracy's disease of dysfunction, of the escalating disparities, where the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, where the homeless peer out from tented, tarped, and cardboard encampments, packed underneath the teeming highways of conspicuous consumption, where we speed on above the tragic demise, drugged and mesmerized by the material values of moneyed interests, concerned more with greed and profit than with people's real needs and rights, attempting to do business as usual, led by an inherited system broken and unsustainable, trafficked by the engines of racism, sexism, militarism, classism, imperialism, partisan politics, and religious rigidity, lurking under the hood of corporate hegemony, attempting to drive past and cover up the unreconciled denials of history's traumas, still metastasizing in our daily domains, where we attempt to return to normalcy in the pandemic of our predicament, isolated and distanced from each other, staring into Zoom calls of computerized compartmentations, masked in COVID confusion, longing for in-person community, suffering from the spread at the root of the false narrative, living the lie of separateness, of division, disconnect, and dissonance that distorts the plainly observable ecology and divorces us from the flower blooming, the child growing, the miracle of photosynthesis, of water, air, earth, and sun, of the organic order of inhalation, circulation, and exhalation, of our cellular creation, within which we are all at the root, interconnected, interdependent, and integral. And while we have advanced through the landscape of technical topography by developing the tools allowing us to walk on the moon, send probes to the barrenness of Mars, and click on apps, we have yet learned to walk amongst ourselves, unweaponed, unarmed, in the peace and joy of beloved community, of justice served, embracing the dignity and sacredness of all life, in the simple honesty of breath and heartbeat, at the root of who we really are, born into the universal common call of peace, compassion, nonviolence, and love.